Thank you, Mrs. Rajaja, for this statement as a regional facilitator. Please allow me now to invite Mrs. Belmonte, Mayor of Quezon City, the Philippines, and the Rapporteur of UNEA 6 Cities and Regions Summit to briefly share the key messages from the summit. And I'm honored also to note that Mrs. Belmonte was one of the 5 UNEP Champions of Earth for 2023, recognized for her policy leadership. Mrs. Belmonte, the floor is yours.
Madam President, Excellencies, delegates, and observers, I'm honored to share with you the key outcomes from the UNEA 6 Cities and Regions Summit held last February 23. With over half the world's population residing in urban centers, cities face the brunt of environmental issues due to density, heat islands, and resource demands. However, we are also uniquely positioned to develop and implement innovative solutions that address these very issues head-on. Our city, Quezon City, is witness to this potential. Our plastic reduction initiative surpassed national efforts with the enactment of landmark ordinances banning single-use plastics over and beyond just bags, extending to all single-use packaging materials in dining, food establishments, as well as hotels. To address widespread sachet use, we launched refilling hubs in over 1,000 community stores, which has the potential to avoid an estimated 1 million sachets from landfills in 8 weeks. However, budget considerations limit our expansion to only 5,000 stores this year from a total of roughly 120,000 stores. The positive results from our initiatives underscore the first fundamental message that resonated during the Cities and Regions Summit. Cities are a wellspring of impactful solutions. These proven approaches can be replicated and scaled globally through strong collaboration. National governments must work hand in hand with cities, while cities continue to actively engage communities and stakeholders. This multi-level approach, leveraging both top-down support and bottom-up innovation, is critical to transforming local successes into global impact. Second, the rapid scaling up of city initiatives also necessitates accessible resources. The global need for urban infrastructure investment is estimated to exceed $4.5 trillion annually, yet socio-political and bureaucratic barriers often impede local authorities from accessing vital financing mechanisms. It is crucial these obstacles be lifted to unlock the full potential of cities as environmental leaders. Third, the summit also emphasized the need for stronger subnational government involvement in implementing multilateral environmental agreements, echoing best practices seen in the Paris Agreement and the Convention on Biological Diversity. Frameworks like CHAMP for climate action and the Plan of Action on Subnational Governments for Biodiversity demonstrate this effectively. Recent COP28 commitments, such as the subnational commitments to the Global Cooling Pledge and the Buildings Breakthrough Initiative, alongside the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, further highlight the important role of local and subnational governments. We urge member states and the international community to establish frameworks to enhance and strengthen multi-level engagement towards fulfilling the commitments contained in these MEAs. Finally, it is our hope that local authorities, recognized as critical actors, will actively participate in implementing future UNEA resolutions and environmental initiatives. The challenges we face are immense, but our potential for collective action is even greater. Let us embrace the shared responsibility amplified at the summit. Addressing the triple planetary crisis requires a united front where international agencies like the United Nations, national governments, cities, the private sector, NGOs, and communities at all levels collaborate more closely together in the pursuit of our mutual goals. Thank you, Madam President, and good morning, everyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Belmonte.